the sports on Joy News Prime. I'm Gary L. Smith. Israel will be back momentarily. Let's begin straight with the English Premier League because there's a live game ongoing at the moment. And at the Selhurst Park, it's Crystal Palace who have taken the lead against Manchester United. It's 1-0. Came from a deflection after a ball from Andy Townsend ensured that that is the scoreline for the moment. So Palace fighting for their souls to, be in the Premier League against United, who want to be able to go above Liverpool in second. At the moment, Liverpool are ahead of United with 1 point. Speaking of the cup heights, Jurgen Klopp has tipped the Egyptian Mohamed Salah to win the Player of the Season after the player was given yet another accolade in the past month.
Of the month by the Players Association, the PFA. But forget February, his boss Jurgen Klopp thinks the Egyptian could take the title for the entire year. Klopp's been enthusiastic about the 24 goals Salah has scored in the Premiership this season. But Klopp says he's not setting Salah any specific targets.
I had no numbers in my mind. We knew that he's a very offensive-orientated midfield player, so that's how it is. And if you are that, then you need goals from players like this, and you want them to score. I really love this player, how he's doing so well, and thank God he's still healthy and fit and all that stuff. But all the others are important, exactly the same, have for us exactly the same importance.
Coming back to the Ghana Premier League, and we still do not know when it will begin. Randy Abbey, former spokesperson of the Ghana Football Association, has blamed his former employers for the delay in the start of the season.
But we are where we are because we simply refuse to do what is right. We simply refuse to apply our own rules. That's why we are where we are. So if you start by allowing a referee to amend a report after 7 months, and you same to adjudicate on a matter, and you exchange letters, a person tells you that, look, I'm before you, don't take any steps that will
adversely
affect me, and you acknowledge and say you are consulting your lawyers. You need time. They say, I'll give you time. I have time for you. Consult them, but don't take any decision that will adversely affect me. And you go ahead to take steps to take decisions that they believe will adversely affect them because you've not concluded hearing them. Now, the steps that should have been taken much earlier on to avert all these things are what we are doing now. So should we have gone through all these things before we did the right thing?
But Randy, in all of this, do we see or do we get any, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? I mean, in these very, very tough times, where do we see the opportunity? How do we get ourselves out of here? I mean, it's a very messy situation.
I'm happy that both sides are talking. The FA and Olympics are talking, and I hope that they are able to get the right thing done. I mean, apply the rules and then get this issue sorted out. But you see, we must not allow such issues to recur. We shouldn't allow some of these things. Most of the time, we have these problems when we do not apply our own rules and regulations properly, or people don't seem to see that justice has been done. I'm happy they're talking, and I hope that on Monday they would come to a conclusion that will be favorable to all parties. At the end of the day, I think that the FA needs to get the right things done.
Well, in an update, the Ghana Football Association and Accra Great Olympics met today. We understand that they could not reach a consensus. Don't forget that they met on Friday to judge over the issues, like Randy Abbey said, and they met today. They have not come to a consensus, so unfortunately, the league would still not start anytime. So we still understand that because of this, the Ghana Football Association have to proceed to court and go and argue their case out. The initial court hearing was supposed to be on the 15th of this March, on the 8th of March, as they call it, but they want the date to be moved to the 8th of March. That is on later this week, on the 8th of March. So that's it for the sport for now, and I'll be back at 10:30 to show you the highlights of the game between Crystal Palace and Man United, nail-biting stuff where United are concerned, and also Crystal Palace. And when I come back at the time, I'll be opening the phone lines for us to talk more about Randy Abbey and the Ghana Premier League. I'm Gary Al Smith.